Everyone notices the loudest person in the room, but what about the quietest one? We often mistake them for being shy, cold, or boring, but science says we are making a very huge mistake, and the evidence might surprise you. In reality, the brain of the person staying silent might be undergoing a much more complex process than the person speaking. Today, we're going to talk about how the brains of people who speak little work differently on a biological level, why silence is actually an evolutionary survival strategy, and why these people outperform their loud rivals in leadership. If you were one of them, this video might change your life. Let's begin. First, let's clarify something important. Speaking a lot or staying silent is not simply a choice, but a biological necessity. Research shows that introverted and extroverted brains respond completely differently to reward mechanisms in the nervous system. Extroverts' brains run on dopamine. This is a pleasure chemical triggered by risk-taking and external rewards. They feed on talking, socializing, and noise. However, the brains of quiet people need a different fuel, acetylcholine. This chemical is an entirely internal reward system. It is released during moments of deep thought, focus, and calm, not from the outside world, but from within. Furthermore, the amygdala region in the brains of quiet people is more sensitive to external stimuli. This is called high reactivity. So if a quiet friend of yours goes silent in a crowded environment, it doesn't mean they are bored. Their brain is processing the sounds, lights, and emotions in the environment so intensely that it is switched to power-saving mode to protect the system. Let's correct a trap most of us fall into. Being quiet and being shy are absolutely not the same thing. Shyness is the fear of social judgment, the anxiety of what if I make a mistake. Social anxiety, on the other hand, is a medical condition that causes avoidance of social environments and may require treatment. However, introverted silence stems from choice, not fear. Quiet people see what we call small talk, those shallow, surface-level conversations, as a waste of energy. They prefer to think before they speak and process information deeply. In fact, while remaining silent, they are analyzing the body language, tonality, and the unspoken things around them. So, do you have to be aggressive to succeed in the modern business world? A surprising study from Harvard Business School proved the exact opposite. If you have a proactive team that can generate its own work, loud, extroverted leaders can actually hurt performance. Why? Because loud leaders are so focused on making their own ideas heard that they can easily miss the brilliant ideas of others. However, quiet leaders allow their employees' ideas to shine thanks to their listening skills. They also make decisions by analyzing risks more deeply without panicking during moments of crisis. So, it is no coincidence that most of the great inventors and strategists we have seen throughout history had quiet temperaments. Let's wrap it up. If you are someone who speaks little, don't try to fix yourself. Just learn to manage your energy. In psychology, these are called restorative niches, spaces where you recharge. Give yourself 15 minutes of silence after a crowded meeting. This is your biological right. Remember, even the strongest winds start silently. So, which one are you? One of those who think before they speak, or those who speak in order to think? Let's meet in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more scientific and in-depth analyses like this. Until next time, stay with silence.